Okay.
Got it.
Got it.
Oh, really? Cool. It's still lingering on my end.
Well, we're live on this end.
Woohoo!
Julie, those curtains behind you, they're so pretty.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Beautiful.
I have to keep a chair there because I haven't got room to put it really anywhere else. So I like to rotate where I sit a bit.
Yeah.
Nice. I can't see you very clear, but I can see your little girl playing.
Yeah.
I've got a cat on my lap.
So you got your kitty, I got my kid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because usually it's showing us live on my
Yeah.
screen.
It is.
Says live YouTube.
Okay, this. Okay. I can't see it on my end. Hello, hello.
Yes, we're here.
Okay. Jesus.
I mean, it came up with a screen, you know, you click got it. We've done that.
It says this is being recorded and then we have to push the button. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. Okay, got it.
Yeah,
Got it.
we've
Got
done
it.
that.
Yeah, I got it.
You got it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, but this is so funny. Okay, that's wonderful, wonderful. We're all in. So anyway, I'm going to share the disclaimer.
Okay.
Of for us to be in alignment. Share screen. Okay. You should think that I should have mastered this and it shouldn't do like that anymore. But anyway, it is what it is and it's perfect.
Right.
So anyway, in order for us to be in alignment and, be able to share our experiences and, what the device called Healy has been to us and how we've used it, we want to make sure that we're in alignment by reading, being connected with the Healy disclaimer. And the disclaimer says, Healy is a microcurrent medical device that has been cleared by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration only for a local relief of acute, chronic, and arthritis pain and muscle soreness due to overexertion. Healy also has a non-medical applications that uses individualized microcurrent frequency, IMF, to harmonize your bioenergetic field. Always use your Healy in accordance with its instruction for use. And the rest are just like notes that are added to it. But we are ready to play ball. Sorry, I'm really be in. And I want to welcome each and every one of you for this particular moment. We decided that even though a lot of people have returned to work and it's been really challenging for all of us to be together, we used to be more in number, of course, but I do understand right now that it's not possible, but we cannot give up or stop because we know it's not possible for everybody to be at the same time or even joining. And last week I was sharing with Julia. I said, you know what, I attended it today. I wasn't able to attend to the WhatsApp Wednesday, which is, I encourage anyone, all of us to attend, and if we can't, just to be able to catch up later. And I'll go listen to it. But today I was running to come to the office. There was a funeral. We just finished a funeral now. I finished at, actually 12:45. So I was trying to lock up and come in. So I wasn't able to really even open because we started set up at 9:30. So we started set up, and all the stuff. So I wasn't able to attend. But I was sharing last week, and we didn't record. We were just kind of sharing heart to heart that even on the corporate level, the attendance had gone down so much. And the reason being that people have returned to their other job. There are people whose job is in that area, like the homeopathic doctors, like Doc Steve, and and all those other people who that's really like their daily thing they do. Is like they had it as addition to what they were doing. And some of us has other things that we're doing before, and that we're still doing it at the moment. So so the attendance, I think last week or previous week, I think I saw like 100 people or something. And if you recall that when we started, there used to be 1,000 people, and they used to and it used to be full. Before if you don't get on time, if you don't log in on time, actually you don't get in. And then it started going to 700, and from 700, and it's like last year was a little bit up, but like this year it's like people have gone back to work, and I'm sure that people are going back to just listen on a later end.
Right.
As I was driving that past week, I put it on, but they were encouraging people, please turn your camera. And I'm like, I couldn't type, and I can't turn my camera because I was driving, but I wanted to get a little bit of what it is that was being shared. So I encourage us to be able to, go back if we miss it, which we will, because our life is not different than it was when we had that shutdown. Life is different, it's busier, there's other stuff that we're doing, even if we're not working in a corporation or this in any place. Our life, like we're doing gardening, we're doing this, we having engagement with people, which before it was like we are just in one place.
Well, that's right.
Yeah,
true. That's
so so that's I wanted to make sure that we are aware of it. And today, of course, is the last day for actually Nancy had brought it to my attention about and I read it before because they sent us a letter, and I'm like, but she sent this letter about how they have opportunity for you to buy Healy. You'll be paying 100. I think 125. Is it 125 for 24 months for you to buy a Healy, which is $3,000 really for this. And so I wasn't in a space, to do that. Last week I was all in conference and just busy week. So anyway, I wasn't in a space and money-wise to be able to pursue it at the moment. So I'm hoping that there may be a time they're going to do another. I'm
sure they will.
Yeah, the discount or something like that. So, but that one ends today. So if anybody wants, I think they have this company that you can actually, it's a credit, they give you credit, but you don't pay interest. Okay, so you don't pay interest, but you can now, just that you get it, and you just pay $120 something. If I'm correct, if it's not 100, I think it's $125.
Yeah.
Okay. So then another amazing news, of course, that you all know, because they send all this email, is that they opened Canada, not they're opening.
Yes.
They opened Canada, and what is happening on the 10th of this month is that they're going to, it's like a road show, like they did a road show, but it's like opening. I don't know if they're calling it like homecoming, like they, I'm not sure. Maybe they're doing homecoming, but they're having a celebration of the opening beginning, and that's on the 10th of September. September is tomorrow. Oh my God.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Have you guys been in a state where I know like months runs, I mean, it's like it really comes and goes fast, but I felt like I didn't know when this month came and when the month is gone. Yeah, I don't know if I'm inside a time warp or something, but it's like
I understand what you're saying, but I have a different. For me, it's dragged. It feels
really?
like it's what we call Groundhog Day. I mean, I've had things to do, and it's been interesting, and I've had, sometimes you have challenges, which I have, but bounce back up. I've gone out, but it just feels like August is really dragged.
Oh wow! Okay. So that's
you, Mama. Oh, I think that wasn't it just January, like yesterday, and now.
But in terms of The year, yes, it's gone very quickly.
Yeah. So anyway, I have prepared, and I don't, like I said, I told you guys I'm going to be sharing with all the, our meridians, and then, we all get time, people have something to share. I know that Diane had something, and I don't know if she's ready today. And then also I was talking with Julie yesterday, last week, it looks like yesterday.
I know.
And then she has some area that's really excited about sharing, so which is very good. It's very good. So I can start off a little bit today, unless you want to do do you want Diane?
You know what? I'll leave it up to the people, because it's one of those things that once you start doing it, if you don't do it a couple of 3 times, you're going to forget how to do it. The coaching module.
Okay.
And so I'm good to go whenever, but I think it'd be good for you to go and then maybe put it out so that people that are having trouble with the coaching or want to know a little bit more, but I will say that I did actually do one, and it's really helped me a lot.
Okay.
A lot. Because I have a thing with paper, and I have a hard time. I get overwhelmed. I pile it, and then I never get to go through it again, and then I miss things, and I procrastinate really a lot. So I did one on procrastination, and I've been running it, and I've gotten through pile after pile after pile, getting a lot accomplished. Okay. So it's pretty good. Yeah.
That is good. Are we going to run anything, or is it difficult? Are we going to run?
We can. Yeah.
Are you able to, Diana? Is it difficult to run if it's broken?
Is there anything you want to? Yeah. Do you want to do coherence?
I always think coherence.
I really like the coherence, So.
Can I just say, as a little nugget, because I do want to share about the defense program another time, but I've been writing up notes. That the man Chad was saying that he's observed from 2 years of running these programs, he's compared the frequencies with coherence to the one of the mental clarity on defense, biogenetic defense. And he said that he can see that they're often the same, some of the same frequencies. So that's interesting, isn't it? That coherence and mental clarity, there's some of the same frequencies. And I thought.
So do you want to do a mental clarity as we listen to?
Yes.
Or coherence? So I'm open for
it was just a point, that as I'm starting to learn, because I'm going through each one slowly, and because I'm writing the notes, it helps. But I just thought that was interesting that he's observed.
Oh, it's a double A.
Okay, so I'm gonna do doing coherence, So
yeah, I love coherence. I've always loved using that one.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay. We have 20. Okay. Everybody ready for the coherence and the coherence?
It's just being silly now. Come on.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it going. Jesse,
Nancy, you got yours ready?
Jesse?
No, it's the coherence.
Yes. Can I borrow your eyes? What? Can you read this number down?
Yeah, your coherence program.
Yeah.
I've had to come off and take off the apps. It's just been a bit slow.
Yeah. 01. There's what comes after that?
4.
04?
No, 104.
Okay.
01.
Okay.
Okay, coherence. Okay, let me try to find it.
You get that? That's almost closer to the end. Number one, those two, they gave us 2 gifts.
Which one is it under?
It is on, let's see.
Biogenetic.
The support.
5.
Yeah, biogenetic support. Yes.
Biogenetic support. Gotcha.
Look at down here where all the
And do the coherence. I got you.
Yes. So
I got
coherent,
you.
yeah. So
I'm with you.
and I like
I know
what Julie was talking about is
There was some-
the guy. I think you listened to the same guy who
Yes.
did that training on on the
Defense.
bioenergetic
And
Yeah.
then
defense.
okay.
Yes.
Excellent. Absolutely.
I love it. I love it. I
Love
gotta
it.
make sure that I remember to go back because I really
Yeah.
loved his teaching. So
I'm
and then,
writing up notes, but it's
Okay.
taking
is
time.
it something?
I've got it in my book.
Oh wow. Okay. So one of the things that has really thrilled me a lot is the meridians.
Okay, let me.
Okay. That's one of the, I mean, we have like a meridian 1, meridian 2. But those particular programs have thrilled me for since actually I got in a hold of Healy. And what I will say one of the reason why.
Wrong place.
Okay, let's wait for Diane to finish.
No, I'll mute. Go ahead. I can hear.
Okay, so I was just sharing about within the Healy. I mean, there's all the amazing program, but one the two in particular, the two category that really speaks to me is those meridians, those internal organs. And I don't know if it was last time when I was talking with Julie, because it was just kind of 2 or 4 talking, that I shared about when I was so when I finished my MBA and I was hired to this company, and so every year I worked for them for like 12 years or so, 12, yeah. So every year they will send all the managers or directors or the CEO, it's only one CEO, sorry, but they will send us to it's like a resort. Yes, they send out a resort, and then we'll bring this guy. He is a ancient Chinese medicine, what they call a THM, traditional Chinese medicine master, and he's called a master. So he will be with us for 5 days because we go back on Saturday. Usually how we start from Monday like a normal work day, and then we go back on Saturday to be with our family. But also they do allow our family, like my kids don't have to be out there. So what he did for me was really all he did was teach on that internal organ, all the meridians, all the meridians. Talks on your liver, it talks on your kidney, it talks on the heart, it talks this and everything like is going on in the bodily form. He will show us where it is coming from in internal organ. Okay, so I loved that. So actually, he had like the major organs, and he has this big. It's like it's a map, and he gave it to us, and I cherished that, and I think I was really saving it in a place so carefully so that I will never forget where it is. But in the time of moving from here and there, from there, I don't know where that is. And also have a big binder, like it's a binder, it's a book, like it was showing me, but mine was big and long. And I will write and draw the ones that I can remember. Then I put the papers that he give us on that. I'm still looking for the book. I believe because I usually carry my my journals wherever I go. So I'm sure it's somewhere where I put on my journals, some of my journals. But that I don't know if you say it's a banner. It's not a banner. It's a map, or it's just a brochure that has all this, and I can relate so much when I say, hey, I have the thought about people going through menses, menopause, and all this little stuff that happen in the body, and it tells you what to do. So I'm like, oh God, I'm gonna save this forever and ever. Anyways,
would it be like a chart?
It's a chart, but it's a big, it's folded like that, just folded, and you can put it in, it's bigger than just a normal book, so you just fold it and put it in there. So
Yes.
Sounds
So I would
amazing.
call it a map because it shows all the part of the body, all the
Yeah.
organs of the body. And I really liked it. So I have fallen in love many years with, really getting to know this internal, the being, the, inside, the organs inside. And my commitment, what I was telling myself, one of these days, because a lot of us, we don't know it. I don't know it anyway. So it's to really begin to bring awareness to us as people, as women, as individuals. I just wanted to have a space where I can actually begin to share with people about that. Actually, I had planned myself and Dr. O, because he began to hear what I was doing, what I was really about in terms of that area. And he said, hey, how about if we'll do a seminar together. We'll do a 2-day seminar, maybe a Saturday and a Sunday afternoon. So we started planning. We planned it last year and nothing worked out. So I don't know whether there's going to be another space, but I believe that is something that is needed. And when Healy came, it just kind of grabbed my attention that, even if I don't run, I do like the gold frequency, but even if I don't run that, most of the time, where I go to is those meridians. I run my liver, I'll run my kidney. And so this today, I know I talked to you guys a little bit about long time ago, but we have to understand that the way the internal organ, understanding the way our internal organ works is that it is so important that we know that everything that is created in this world, in this natural world, has a rhythm. Okay, everything has a rhythm. The way they flow, it says like a repeated pattern in how they flow and how everything, how they move. Everything, trees, whatever, everything has that rhythm embedded in them. There is a beginning of anything in this natural world. There is a beginning and there is an end. There is, like when we take a breath, we take a breath in and we also take a breath out. So it's natural. And you inhale and then you also you in and then also you hell, no. So this guy, his name is George Burner. Burns, George Burns. He's quoted as one, and the person who says anything that goes up must surely come down. And there's a song that somebody sang, I forgot, like either in the 60s, whatever goes up is surely going to come down. So our internal organ also operate in that rhythm. Okay, that's rhythmic movement, that patterns of movement. Yeah, so because the body itself has its own internal clock. Okay, the body has its own internal clock that allows that movement, and then have like a high performance, like a time when it is high, and a time that when it is low, and they call it a rest period when it's low. So it's called a rest period when the body is in the low performance. There's never a time.
Can you spell that? I'm writing a few notes. Can you spell that word you just said?
Well,
you said when it goes high and low, you said a word.
It's called rest. To rest, like, you're resting.
Rest.
Yeah,
oh,
rest.
Sorry, I thought you said something else.
So it's called a rest period. So, but there was never a time when any of the organs are not working. It's just that there is a time when they're at the high peak. They're performing, at that high peak. And then there's a time where they are, at that rest period. And for me, I started thinking about, how God created, when he finished creating the world, on the seventh day that he rested. So isn't that amazing that every organ of the body is imbued with the technology of Sabbath?
It's amazing.
Oh my God, every organ is imbued or has that technology or has that system or device, if you may, of Sabbath, a time for rest. It is amazing to me. So the internal clock is not bound by our own, like, head, like, oh, it's 9 o'clock, it's just 9 o'clock. So it's our our internal organ, they're not bound by that natural when we wake up kind of clock, because our day usually begins when we wake up from bed, regardless of what time it is. That's when our day begins. Okay. But the internal organs, those are the clock, it's not controlled by that, and it does not depend on that. Okay, it doesn't depend on when you wake up or when you fall asleep. However, the internal, because like I said, it has its own embedded clock that it works on. So it has this fixed period of 24 movement. Okay, a 24 period or patterns of movement, all the organs, so I'm going to talk about 12 of them. So and as time goes on, I'm going to talk about all the 12. No, but each of them, so it's at 12, that's the pattern that goes 12 hour period. So which means it's 2 hours, high end, then the low end, okay? So you understand? Okay, so anyway, when we go back, when I talked to you guys last time, I was talking about the lungs. Okay, I'm talking about the lungs, but I didn't tell you that the first organ that goes, that opens, or that goes to that high performance is the organ called lungs. Okay, so lungs, remember the 24 period. So whatever that time it is, at 3 a.m. of that clock, of that biological clock, the lungs is active. It's the breath. The lung is active. The lung is this high performance. Okay. So last time I shared, I think I said the lung receives, it's a divine energy. I don't know if you guys remember that I talked about it, how you inhale in the breath of the divine, so that is that essence of birth and birthing and, bringing things to life and liveness. Okay, so the lungs is that what the ancient Chinese or the native, they call it qi. So that's chi, that's that energy, that's energy, something that quickens, like bring back to life and keeps everything, keeps things going, keep, to what you call it, resuscitate, or to just quicken things, so breathe life. So because it is that breath of the Most High. All right, so lung is that as I said, is the first organ. It goes all the way from 3 a.m. all the way to 5 a.m. So let's just say, and I'm going to start. So let's just say that we're running. Okay, let me finish. I was going to say how we can do even our Healy, but the job is to take the oxygen, to take in oxygen, and expel all the carbon dioxide, so that's what it does. The lungs is the only organ that we can consciously control. All the other organs is like automatic, but we can actually control our lungs. See people who dies in the deep sea divers, they can hold their breath. And I noticed even, okay, so there's a place when I'm driving home, depending on the freeway we take, there's a certain place where it's now eternally inside. It's like embedded now that when I get to that place, I have to hold my breath because that place stinks and I don't want it to get in. So it's like immediately I start driving towards it's like I know for those of you that it's only you, Diane, that may know, is 65 and 91. As that turning is, that place stinks. So I don't go there. Every time I go, by the time I'm getting there, it's like it stops, and I'm like this. Till I pass through that, just smelly things that I don't want, my body just detects to, allow it to come in. Remember it, exhale all this garbage, So again, like I say, we can hold our breath for a while, and then, and just breathe again. We breathe life. We breathe life, like, the Bible said that God breathed on Adam. God breathed on humanity. Remember, Adam means humanity, or the God breathed. So when you think about your lungs, and just think about the breath of the Most High, that you're breathing in, you're breathing the life of God, and you're breathing out. Also, you're breathing the life of God, even though it said, come on, dark side, but you're breathing out the life of God. You're giving life into your circumstances, you're giving life into your situation, into the people around you. You breathe in life, and to everyone that comes around you. So lungs, each part of the body, and I'm going to talk about this one by one. I'm just giving you a little bit of a view of lungs, and so maybe next we may get opportunities to go a bit more in.
Can I just clarify the time you said is 3 a.m. to 5?
3 a.m. to 5 a.m. That's the high end.
That's the highest functioning that the lungs are. Okay.
Yes.
That's interesting, though, isn't it? That is when we're asleep mostly, unless you're working nights.
Yeah.
So
but you do know that during that time, that is also when your body, the healing process begins.
That's
you guys know that? Yeah, that's where so that's when if you don't have a deep sleep during that time, then sometimes your body aching.
Yeah.
Huh?
That's the time when the healing takes place, is in that deep sleep.
Yes. The body begin to just kind of readjust itself, because life is coming back into it. The breath of God, the life source is coming back into it. So the healing process, if anything disrupts it, so we can talk about some of the things that may disrupt that. Anything disrupt that, then you can, that's how there's a lot of effects. We start seeing a symptom of some sort, you know what I'm saying? A symptom will begin to show up, when that particular period is stopped, So again, I say the major duty of that early morning is a cleaning. It's just the cleaning, it's cleaning things and bringing life, clean. That's the healing you're talking about, is cleaning, just detoxing and cleaning. So we can do something to help, like, and I know Nancy, you guys already do that, but if you do that, but don't drink cold water. It doesn't help it. Cold water, and that's it. No. People will say, oh, wake up and drink 10 glasses of, no. For that organ to actually, so we our Healy is to harmonize, happy to boost it up. So we can use Healy during that time if you wake up at that time about 4 o'clock or and just run Healy, so you can get 1 hour to eat. But a glass of warm water. A glass of warm water will helps it, lift it up. And of course, if you're able to do Healy, it is also important that you can run that particular, you can actually run your lungs during that time to help to boost it again up. Like if this is your high end, when you're walking, there's so much on your plate and you gotta do this, that's when you need help. You know what I'm saying? That's when you need help. That's when if you take that, what I know some people do, which I started doing, I didn't do it today because I left early in the morning to come to work, is they drink just hot warm water with lemon, and they should drink it, something like that, and then allow the body, to just help the body.
Can I just ask a question, just so I've understood correctly? The repair and the optimum of the lungs is between 3 and 5. Are you saying that if we happen to be awake, that's the time to drink that warm water and run
Perfect.
the program.
Yes.
If we
Yes.
happen to be awake at that
If you
time.
happen to be awake, drink
Yeah.
that, just drink that
Yeah.
water at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
You
good
can drink
because
it, but also
I
even
had
that, even the
several-
drinking water, also you can, that hot water can go all because the stomach also needs it, so which is another organ that does kind of comes close to your colons and stomach kind of come close within the hour. After that, so like the steps which one comes next, they all need warmth, so they need
Yes.
warmth. So you can drink this hot stuff, not coffee. I know people are like, oh, I'm gonna drink my coffee, I gotta wake up. No, that's not. So
My
it's just
first drink in the morning is warm water with lemon. Actually, that is my first drink.
yeah, so that's what
But
they encourage.
I do have a coffee after that.
Yeah, I mean, you can drink it later that, but
yeah.
from that 3 o'clock to I would just say like 9 in the morning, that is really the best time to help your organ with a Healy, help your organ with hot water or something that is warm. Again, they said they discourage it being coffee, but if that's what that's what you have, I guess that's what they have. But really to help your
I do my the water. Mine, I don't warm it up, but mine is room temperature with the lemon. That gives you vitamin C.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it gives you vitamin C. Yes.
That's good.
Yeah, so it helps just to support the body. It's like how just see it like, remember when they were going to war with Moses, or who was that they were holding the other guy's hand, holding his hands, so and they're winning. So it's like holding the hands, or supporting, not holding, but the kind of supporting that, so that you continue to do whatever it's doing. It's doing it anyway, but the more energy, the more support we give in terms of what we take in, also help the body, help that particular organ perform these at optimum level. Okay, so each organs that we're going to talk about, each organs is also connected to your teeth. So like if you have a teeth ache, you know where it is. You know where it's. Let's say a particular organ is not going to malfunction because it's connected to maybe a tooth is aching, and I know Diane just went through that. Maybe good, went through that. But I can share with you like different teeth that's connected to different organ, and what we can do, because what we can do to be able to really help the organ to heal, because it's the organ that can help to heal the teeth. Teeth is a reaction of some of the things that are going on in the body or in the organ. So if organ is malfunctioning, they are connected with unhealthy tooth. Okay. So so then of course you begin to see like different signals in the body, and as it relate to that. I want to be able to talk. I have all these notes. I want to be able to talk to like maybe some days to talk about like the teeth, and then the connection, and then like the wellness, if it's some of the things that it can cause, like if let's say like, okay, I share with you guys. Remember that my I have, they said I had high cholesterol, and I think I shared it many times with you guys. And it's actually with the Healy, I started running the and they say it's a liver issue. Okay, so I started, I haven't done it today, I haven't run my liver today, but I'm going to do it. So I started really having it as a part of my meal, is to run my, I have it as a meal, or as a, to run my liver and my kidney, because, sometimes they kind of, even though they all function in their own habit, but also connected. And, so, yeah. So the liver itself was what was malfunctioning is my liver, and it wasn't something that food could, it's food. Like I said, like they say, hey, you're eating fast food. I don't eat fried food. So it's like they went through all this and they thought I had the first time I went, I had my blood drawn. It was like, how they have the mobile clinic. So it was a mobile clinic. Oh my goodness. So we have a thermometer. Okay. It was a mobile clinic in Illinois. It's like 15 years ago. Mobile clinic in Illinois. And for me, I always used to run away from, going to check up, which is crazy. But this time it's like they were doing it and, just by the door of the church. So like, okay, let me go in. So I went in. After they came, they were panicking, calling the person, They said, Benedicta. I raised my hand up. They said, no, we mean Benedicta. I'm like, that's me. But they were looking at the result because they said my liver functioning and in terms of the malfunction is 300 is 3 times more than normal human being.
Wow.
So they were expecting this gigantic somebody that can't move. They thought I was so that's why when they saw me, like, no, it can't be this person that the liver is functioning this way. Okay. I'm telling you. So it wasn't and I mean, I can't say that I don't never eat like fried food, but I don't engage really like fried food. I don't go out to buy fried food. And, we eat quite, I would say, average that to really eat, and I'm saying how to with vegetables and all those things. And yet my body, this liver was doing that. And then so they asked me to go on medication and all those things. They gave me something, and in 3 days, I was like, it's like somebody who were beat down, and I couldn't move. All my body I forgot what it's called. I remember before, but I couldn't take it. So then I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do exercise, do whatever it is, and so when we came here. And I shared with you guys last year, it was last year, when I went back again, and they told me that I must be on a pill or whatever, on a medication, because my liver was stated. And the funniest thing is that I've done all, they said the cleans, I've done liver cleans, I've done this, I've done that. I'm like, what do you mean? So that's really when I trusted myself into Healy in terms of going to the meridians. Before I would run, I would do my I would do the salt, and I would do the I do my gold frequency, and do my chakra and things like that. So when they said I must take this medication, obviously for my doctor to say, no, ma'am, you must take it. I said, okay. So I took it. I took the medicine and I took it for 2 days. And I remember sharing with you guys remember? I took it for, one was, I think it was like I don't know, it was a Wednesday night. I took it. So I woke up, was in so much pain. I was in so much pain. Then I think Thursday, sorry. I woke up on Friday. I was in so much pain, I said, you know what? They did tell me. Then I took another one. That must be a Friday. I took another one, and it was a Sunday morning. So we have my days all kind of mixed up as I'm sharing. But to tell you the way it flows, that the second one I took was a Saturday night. So obviously the other one must be a Friday night. I took that that Saturday night. I woke up with everything, or any opening, like all these joints were like this. Every joint, like in any place where any joint here blew up. Every little place, this here, like my eyes, everything was just puffy, blown up. And not just that it's blown, but it was in pain. I said, hell no, I'm poisoning myself. I know that something's wrong going in my, whatever going in my liver, but this something else that they're giving me is poisoning my system. So I, again, drop it. two. I have the whole container, and it's two that is got just in case it comes. Because they've been calling me like, you haven't renewed yet. I haven't. What do you go? You have to go get another one and another one, and I haven't finished. I haven't touched this since then. But I ran Healy. I did all the ways that you can possibly do Healy. I honestly, if there's something called overdose, I can say that that could have overdosed if it was, if it's something that can overdose. I don't know. I wasn't overdosed, but because I couldn't walk from my downstairs to my upstairs, I stationed downstairs. I did this. I vibrate. I did here. I did what do you call it? The coil. I ran everything. I ran all of them. I ran everything there, sitting down. That was when I got back on Sunday morning, and then I did the same thing. I run on Monday, did the same thing. By Wednesday, my body came back to normal. So to tell you that the device doesn't help, though we can't say it healed, but I know that it helped optimize the movement of my liver or the function of my liver. I am due again. I have to make appointments because they have to go check up again, and I'm excited. So I'm not really worried about it. I'm excited to go. I'll make appointment this coming week so I can go in September. But the thing is that the organs, it may not be your food. You got to understand that. It may not be your doing. You got to understand that, because something like, what did I do wrong? It may not just be, it could be something genetic, could be just, something, because I couldn't tell you, they couldn't tell anybody. It's like, it's okay, so it's not weight. Oh, okay, it's not our food. Oh, okay, because, it's not that. Because it would ask me for 5 days to write everything that I ate. And I do that, the code was still the same way. Anyway, so I'm excited. I want to be able to, I know time is up, but I want to also have a time to really begin to go through that and talk about the seeds, talk about, how it connected and how we can actually be able to, help our body, using the tools that we have and other tools, of course, food as well as exercise. I did a commitment this quarter. I mean, now I do every quarter. So last quarter, which is 3 months, that ended the 26th of this month. So from February to, I gave myself, I must have structured exercise 4 days. It was 4 days a week. Or was it 3 days? I don't know. Or 3 days a week, sorry. This quarter beginning on Tuesday, beginning Tuesday to November. So I'm doing myself 3 months. Beginning Tuesday to November 18th, I have committed to give myself to do physical exercise, either jump rope or other push up, whatever, or go out for a walk or whatever. I have committed consciously. I mean, programmed. You know what I'm saying? Like it is, like I say, I'm going to go drink water or say I'm going to eat dinner. This is a part of it. So every day for 5 days, that's what I'm committed. And I want to be held accountable for that. I want to be held accountable. Like you guys text me, it's like, did you do that? I haven't done today because I left all this. I have to do tonight. I have to be able to do something tonight. So anyway, in a nutshell, that's really where I want us to start. We begin from beginning, and then we can now walk in and then ask questions and see what it is that we can do as it relates to our lungs. And last time when I shared with you about what's going on in the air and all the things on the talk and all the things going on also affects the lungs. So
it's
right.
So good. I've written notes. I look forward to hearing more. Can I ask a question? Because I haven't run liver very often during the time I've had Healy, but I did about 2 days ago. Might even have been yesterday. And I think I must have been getting a detox reaction. When you did the liver, when your body was in a crisis because of those pills that you took, that did you feel like reaction when you took the liver? When you ran the Healy, did you feel like worse before you felt better, or not really?
You know what I would say, because I couldn't really tell it, because I was so much pain and I couldn't move from my husband was gone.
Oh, right.
God is
Yeah.
so good. I had it was so good that I have water. I will have water on the level, and I really didn't need anything else. I have my Bible, have my
Oh,
charger.
right.
We put my phone charger downstairs, so I didn't really need anything to be able, because I couldn't even walk upstairs if I want to. So with the pain and running, I don't know anything. I was lying on the couch. So I don't know if maybe if I got up, if I felt dizzy, I might have, but honestly, I cannot tell you, because I was in this place where I was in so much pain and I can't bend my hands, like you do like this. And would I like, ow, 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 that kind of thing.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Do you know who noticed when I came to church? I came to church that Sunday because, Dr. was gone. So I came to church and I'm walking like, like even like here, all here, what do you call it? At the back of your knees, where your knees bend.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was so swollen. So I'm walking like this.
Uh-huh.
But it's so good. I had my African, but it was the one that goes in. I had my African clothes, and it was a long sleeve, and I had my scarf and looking up.
You were dying, sure.
Up, but it hurting so bad. So something like, why are you walking like that? I'm like, yeah, I am beating pain, and that's all was it.
My
Oh, that was funny.
goodness. But it's so good. Oh,
Yeah. And
I'm going to run liver. I'm going to run the liver more. I felt there
Yeah.
was a benefit, even just that once. It's actually on the, I know it's on the digital. Now I forget which one I ran it on, but it was a very long program. The one I ran, about 90 minutes.
yeah, the digital nutrition's really long, some of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get a lot of vitamins and minerals and
Yeah.
So what do you guys think? I should go ahead and keep on talking on this? Because if you guys like it, I will,
Yeah, I do.
I will work on
think
that.
do
And then
organ a week.
I
would rather-
well, it is, well, unless if I can do once a week, but I won't, like here it's just I just gave you like
A little snippet.
Remember I talked, if you guys go back, remember I talked on lungs before.
Yes,
It's different,
Yeah.
so right now I'm
Yeah.
beginning like from the beginning, what it is, how
Yes.
it does, so this is the physical level of it, and then we can go deep and what is connected with and what shows up and what kind of we can look at what kind of health issue shows up when it's malfunctioning. That'll be also another something. And then what kind of things, what are some of the food or some of the things that we can take in on a natural level that can help boost it even, in addition to this, because, but when I was learning, we didn't have a Healy. When when I say there was no Healy, so I'm coming from the place without Healy. But now we have another tool, but also there are food, there is spices that can go. You know what I'm saying? Say I can talk on next week or whatever. So what I can do is maybe we do like 20 minutes. We talk, like allow people to share. So it's not one person sharing. I know we started like 20 something minutes now today, but if we start on time, that this person share the area and then it gives opportunity, then I can maybe end with, the part of the organ, what we're dealing with,
Oh, I think it's so good.
Because I was starting to tell you, when you bumped your head, but when I stubbed my toe, the swelling was on 3 toes and it was bruised really bad. So my doctor told me about can never remember it. It's a homeopathic thing that helps with bruising and swelling. And I put it on my toes, and I mean, literally the next morning, the bruising was almost gone and the swelling was ggone. Just from a little dab of that.
Wasn't Dention Violet, was it?
No, it's ANICE. A-N-I and
Can you post it for us so we
Yes,
can?
I will.
Yes.
I will.
Yeah, I know there was this purple solution you used to put on when we were children, but
Yeah, well, because I bruise, you know, and I'm diabetic, so I have to take my shots, and I just put it on there, and it's gone within a day instead of weeks.
yeah,
I also
So
want to thank
that's
Julie, and I also want to bring it up to you guys because it takes only two. It's a Bible says where two or three are gathered.
gathered.
Yeah.
Let's learn from one another. Let's do this. We record it, and if somebody want to go in and listen to it, it's okay. But if not, it's in the atmosphere, and I know that somebody
Yes.
someday is gonna have
Yeah.
access to that, and that will be our own gift to the world. So
Yeah.
instead of saying, "Oh, nobody's sharing, we just blah blah," gonna welcome. No, let's
No.
take time to share the something, and then we put it out there. So sometimes this person share in a 20 minutes, this person share 20 minutes. I'm open for that, for us to have something that we put in the atmosphere to heal the world,
Yes,
to
Yeah.
heal the
Can I
humanity.
say something, please?
Yes, Mama. Yes, my darling.
Okay, I'm only gonna be a minute. I have my doctor, he's holistic, and he do a lot of Chinese, okay? So he told me the supplements that I take, he said, take it for 5 days a week. 2 days, don't take anything, because we have to allow our body to rejuvenate. Because if you do it too long, you know what I'm saying, we mess up the organs and stuff in our body.
Yeah.
So I do 5 days and I give the body a rest, and the body is doing good. I take no medication. Thank you, Jesus.
Praise
And
the
I'm
Lord. Praise the Lord.
That's awesome.
absolutely
And the
right,
same thing,
sweetheart.
Nancy is awesome because even with Healy, I do the same thing. I can run here.
Yes.
That's what laugh. I can run Healy like okay. So this weekend I had a class from Friday, and it goes all the way to 11 o'clock. And I started 8:50 in the morning to 11 o'clock. My buttocks were hurting, and the only thing that was, I'm telling you, up to today, up to last night, I can only sleep in my stomach, because you're not allowed to leave there. You're not allowed to live out of the camera. You have to just be, and you can't slouch. You have to be in a I'm telling you, my buttock hurts even, it's like, but I run Healy. So I don't know how what would have happened if I wasn't running. I'm running for those days. And then, so this is my since the week, this is my first time to run Healy now. So you always have to give your body, allow your body, just be in agreement with what Nancy's saying, and the doctor says, yeah, allow your body to, to rejuvenate, and also allow the body's own frequency, to really become empowered and continuously, because all you're doing is helping it, empowering it, but you can't keep on holding it there. Then he doesn't know what to do. It's like Moses, if these people come through, go hold Moses' hand even after everything, just think about it. They just see it in that way. If they continue to hold his hand after the war was already, they finished their fight, and everybody hold it. There's no movement. He's also going to get weak. His own body energy, his the frequency, and it's going to become weaker. Okay, so we want to leave it so that if you give it food, it's like we can't keep on eating food. You know what I'm saying? You got to give it a break. So there's things natural for also, be aware that we have this amazing edifice, I call it, amazing edifice that God has created and put us in. This is the vehicles, and we want to make sure that we know that vehicle is repaired and it needs some oil change. We don't change oil all the time.
Yes, absolutely. Every so many thousand miles, yeah.
You said something that reminded me of something from The Power of Three when you mentioned spicy food, and I need to revisit when I did that. Tried to look it up about the Power of Three program, with the Ayurveda. I can't pronounce it, but some need the heat in their body. You need to get that heat.
So I'll let you. So do you want to take the first 20 minutes next week? Anybody who want to do that?
Sorry, what?
Huh?
I was distracted. What did you just say?
I'm saying, do you want to take the next 20,
yes, I will do
20
it.
minutes for the first one?
Okay, I'll do the coaching module.
Yeah, so we're gonna log in, girls. We're gonna log in as we used to do. We're gonna log in at 12:55. 12:55. Log in. Let's chat. Get to know. Listen.
Yes.
At 1 o'clock, boom. We have a.
Boom, we can
yes.
go.
And
And
it's
And
a
are
lot.
we
if
are
we
we meeting
together,
at the
Mama,
moment oh sorry.
I'm sorry. You know, if we could get together so that I could, you know, if you were in a meeting or like you had a
Yes.
funeral reporter up, I can log us in and then
Yeah.
you can, you know, not be so stressed to
Okay.
get.
So what I can do is after we finish, I don't know what time I'm at the church, and the only commitment I have today is I have another Zoom at 4 o'clock. So if you want to walk, I want to be able to get up and sweat because my buttock is still hurting.
Yeah, yeah. I've got this little guy here, so he's been really good for an hour, but I'm gonna have to.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I want to get a little bit, maybe like an hour. So if
Yeah.
if
And are
do,
we meeting are we going to continue now?
let's continue
every
to
week?
meet. Let's just share. This person share 20 minutes. You share. We record it.
Yes.
And then the days. I mean, if we can't, it's not written in a stone.
Right,
We are
that's right,
malleable,
yeah.
you know. So if we can't, we can't. You know, then we just
That's
move it
right.
another time. But
Absolutely, yeah.
let's not just say because it's scheduled. Let's meet. Let's meet,
Yes.
and it gives us. What I understand is that
Focus.
it gives us thinking.
Yes.
It gives
Yes.
us thinking. It gives us focus.
Yep.
You know,
It does.
in
It does.
this being, and also you guys can hold me accountable to make sure that I did my
Exercise.
because I have to have 60 by 60 exercise time by November 18th. I have to have 60. And I only have one because I did one yesterday.
Wow.
So I had
Okay.
to do.
You're amazing, Mama.
Yeah, to add in, we're
You are.
doing that. We're doing both what they call grounding ourselves or doing the tapping and all these things.
Yeah.
We want to,
Yeah.
give ourselves, like we try different food. Let's give our body what it needs.
Yeah.
So,
That's right.
I'm grounding at the moment.
yeah.
Okay. Love all you guys. I gotta go.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. So do you want to
Okay,
should I get you at
goodbye.
3 o'clock or what?
I know.
Yeah, try me at 3 and then
Oh.
if not,
Or do you want to do it later? I mean after I think if I can make it
after
home now, I'll make it home. I mean, if I can make it home, I don't know what time it is. It takes 2 hours to get home, so that's just,
2:12. I don't think you'll make it.
yeah, for my 4 o'clock class. No, it's not going to. So I rather have here do my 4 o'clock. Then I'll.
Try me at 3. I might be available. I don't know.
Oh no, you call me if you're ready. That's all.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Will
Say, hey,
do.
or text me, say, I can't make it, and then it's okay. All right.
Okay. All right.
All right. I
Sounds-
love you all, my
Love you.
Yeah, thank you,
beautiful
Mama Rai.
blessings.
Bless you. God bless you
Yes,
all.
God
you.
bless
Blessings.
you.